Hello, hello, and happy patch update special program stream thing together for the first time because I'm off for once and not at work and have to watch it after the fact. And I'm so excited. Like, I've been playing for not even 1.5 years and I'm so happy to go back to Mondstadt. I love it there. I mostly talk to that Catherine. I go there to craft, all of that stuff. I love Mondstadt. Mondstadt is home. And, you know, we're coming home. So everyone who has been playing since the start, I don't know how you like handle this. You must be freaking out right now. I would be freaking out so hard. And yeah, let's get into this. Because, you know, we're hyped. Hey, Paula. Pretty good, pretty good. What about you? Yeah, I'm not, like, obviously did not account for the ads, but let's all just ignore that we're looking at a fucking Minecraft ad right now. Why is the audio not working? Do I have that tab muted? That would be so me. Yep. It's called being an idiot. Ooh. Anything fun planned with your vacation? The boys are in Mondstadt! I love Eva, honestly. It is forbidden, so maybe don't do that. You have to put him on a little lead, then it's fine. Okay. Might have slipped through the cracks, always sounds ominous as fuck. Alfredo, let's go! Barbara, be careful, sweetie. The boys. The boy I hate and the boy I love. What's he on trial for? Who is that? Oh my god, meeting with the Hexen Circle. They just need to drop Signora a secret Hexen Circle member, they just have to. What do you mean Nubi was stabbed? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, redeem code. Everyone put in the redeem codes. Camping with a family. Oh, that sounds lovely. Did you enjoy it? Did you have good weather? Because the weather here has been like really bad. I'm losing my mind right now. Paralogism. Watch me spell that wrong 5 times in a row. Whew, that was wild. Boom, redeemed. She is so cute, isn't she, though? I still don't know how to pronounce Escoffier, I don't know. We'll presumably hear her name said in this, and that can remind me. Cute!
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program.
Raining but not
I'm
cold.
Jane Jackson, the voice of Ressa.
That's good,
and I
think.
have 2 awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
I love Aoife.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so
Escoffier.
excited to
Okay.
be here.
I will forget how
And
to
I am
pronounce that again.
so excited to be
unfortunately.
hosting alongside you 2 today.
Oh, by
Hey,
the way, Emily, I have to
Classic. How's
say,
it
the way your
going?
chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
That's pretty cool.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Yeah, rip to
And
everyone who was
considering
like,
how it
ooh,
looks,
so many with
people even
tails.
call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel
I
de
loved
Bourg.
Oh, cool.
Farina
The
thing.
hotel is
But I'm
famous
just
for the
obsessed with
extremely
Farina, so-
popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day.
Yeah, but in the
Escoffier
Florence
is a
story, they were
master
like
at
all over the
precision
place. It was
gastronomy,
really
which means
confusing.
she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready
I
to
think
be
she's
served
cute as
until
hell.
it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5
Ooh,
minutes on
if
the
this
stove.
dish was served
You'd
to
have had
Miss
more sense serving
Alakino.
hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well mannered most of the time.
Okay,
But
she
when
is
it
a little
comes to
down
food,
bad for
she
Arla, which
couldn't
is
be
fun.
more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef
Or
is to
scared
make
of her.
haute cuisine accessible to
Also
all.
possible.
So
Probably
she's
both.
not just strict on other people. She demands perfection from herself too. Because
Hello,
that's
welcome
the only way to make
in.
her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ah, okay. That feels like a personal call out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could
The
use
real
something
question
exactly
is,
like
could
that.
she make
Same here. Emily, you
capable
said
of
Escoffier
cooking.
used to
Chris
be the head
probably
chef at the
not.
Hotel de Bourg. Does that
Oh,
mean she
did
doesn't
it? That's
work there anymore?
nice.
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time
Welcome
in the
in,
Fortress of
you
Meripede.
Genshin fan.
Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now,
Oh,
but
come
all
on,
will be revealed in
divulge.
Escoffier's story quest.
Okay, fair
Treasured
enough.
above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested,
I love going to the
travellers.
fortress,
You'll also
honestly.
be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier.
Ooh.
Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest.
She low-key
Not
looked like
only
she was
will
drunk,
travellers get
probably
to
she was
experience
crying.
Escoffier's mentorship firsthand.
Yes and no.
But special guests will
Okay.
also make an appearance.
Meaning?
Special guest. Nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts?
Do we have to
using
cook
romaritime
the
flowers?
flubber beasts?
That's not much to work with.
All I can say is trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Okay, she
I'm
and Navia
definitely a
will get
believer.
shipped.
Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
Very practical heals, as per usual.
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents. When Escoffier's elemental skill
like
or elemental
cryos.
burst hits an enemy, she can reduce
Hey,
their resistance
Leafy,
to
how's
hydro
it
and
going?
cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay. So it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like
The
any
first
character
code
that
is
deals
this.
hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a
There
powerful
shouldn't be
support in freeze
2,
teams.
unless
But
they're like
Escoffier's
really
not just a
short.
support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field
Oh, that's
that follows the
cute.
active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage.
I kind of want to put her on a team
So
with
her
Farina.
ability to shred resistance,
look at that.
she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Oh,
Incredible.
okay.
So she can buff the
Oh,
party,
Flemmy!
dish out damage, and heal. Wow. Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah,
I love
and
Fremy.
thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases
The lamb
her
sauce.
skills
I
as a
mean,
chef.
what if she
If
were
you
like
hold
Gordon
her
Ramsay
elemental skill,
style?
The cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert
Walking
it into
up
a
to the hilly
delicious
chills like
dish.
you're an idiot
Whoa.
sandwich.
I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A
They
new
really
5-star
said
polearm,
the blonde
Symphonist
cookie
of
girlies
Sense, will be
get a
featured on
banner.
the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character Aoife will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife, no way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting
He's
news
always
is that travelers
saying
will get to
bro.
spend more time with these two in the new
Try
version.
to remember the caps,
Wait.
please.
Who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me.
Of course I
Holy
have.
servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence.
He's such a dork. No way,
What
bro.
are you on about?
Fair
Why
question,
has
honestly.
No one asked for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord. Kahula how? Oh wow, no way, bro.
No way, bro.
You little. Oh dear, oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you! You insolent, contemptuous. Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself?
They could get
bro?
stuck like this for days.
Darn it. Oh wow. No way, bro.
No, I think
Do
he's
you even
funny.
hear yourself,
And I
bro?
love Eva.
You're hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao's wisdom is wasted on you. No way, bro.
No way, bro.
Huh? Ah!
Oh, you meant Kukuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kukuku is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous
I
version.
love them so
But since we now
much.
have
Every
the
time
chance
we
to
see
add them
those
to our
babies, I get so
parties,
happy.
Want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know,
He's
Aoife
so
is a Saurian vet
Australian.
from the Flower Feather Clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live
Like
and
the
fight
hand,
side by
the
side.
Perry the Platypus
Saurians get
colours.
sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds.
He was probably also
Imagine
mad
that.
that he got taken to a vet,
Sounds like
honestly.
Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather Clan.
How
is
can
known
he
for
carry
riding
him?
Kookasaurs.
That's like
Well,
unrealistic.
This is less riding and more dangling.
That looks
isn't
like
it?
painful, honestly.
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait
Poor
until you see him
thing.
sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
cute.
Okay,
I like
what else
that.
can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies.
Okay.
Now, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal animo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice.
pretty good.
So, what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer
You
that,
have to put him on
we should
Auroran's
introduce one of
team
his
'cause they're
talents
friends.
first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's Blessing state,
Oh,
he can use
official.
his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah,
That
he
makes
is.
sense,
Plus,
though, for him,
in
I feel
areas
like.
with Natlan's phlogiston
I
mechanics,
like
if your
swirl,
current
but
active
I'm also
character
like
or
an
indwelled
Anemo
Saurian's
Traveler main,
HP
so...
drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use.
But
His
yeah,
kit
I
seems
can
really
see how you don't
intuitive,
like
and
it.
he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy.
Ugh,
Now,
Albedo's stupid
moving on to
brothers.
our next
But
bit of news,
Albedo?
a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source
I also
Automaton
love
Overseer
Overload,
device.
admittedly.
Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like 2 parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game.
Yippee!
Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a
I love when
festival,
I see
an
Farina and she's
amusement
being
park
happy.
organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula.
Okay.
Auroran and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event.
Not the
But
mafia
it's
going
not
like,
all
you know what we
veggies
should
and good
do?
times, unfortunately.
Amusement
Against the
park.
backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kaniche and Risley to cross paths.
Oh,
A Saurian
Interesting.
hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right?
oh god,
I actually
Risley
have a
looks
few
so
sneak
good. I'm
peeks to
still so
share,
sad I
so
couldn't
let's
pull
take a
for
look.
him. Well, I did pull for him, I
Weird.
just didn't get him.
Why is Ahau cowering behind Kaniche? I would have thought he was too proud for that.
Is that Charlotte?
Oh, wait.
that is
It
Charlotte,
must be because
right?
of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroran thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no.
Newbie,
That
be
can't
nice.
end well.
Be nice to the
Well,
weird
what about
bird.
Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Ridesley there,
I
Kakuku's in
hope
good
he's
hands.
gonna be funny.
Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two.
Oh.
Hey,
They
check
do
it out.
find a how a
Ridesley
little
managed to teach
annoying,
him
not
one.
gonna lie.
Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know
Ooh,
what it
prisoner.
could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are 2 dragons in this picture.
True.
So, does that mean Nervalette could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon.
We could always just
I
end
can't wait
well.
to see how their interactions
Saurian,
go.
if you really
Honestly,
wanted us
I
to.
can't even picture it, but I
He was
just
so
know
funny
it's
when
gonna be
everyone was
hilarious.
fighting.
Yeah, there's nothing we can
Matrix.
say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check
A
out
how
all the
literally was
shenanigans
like,
in
everyone's
game.
fighting
And
good
trust me,
to the
there
death,
are
please.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Always makes me laugh.
Well, in the way that
Now,
all
on to
Saurians
the
are
actual
dragons.
amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran
Not dragon
Film
like
Fantasy
Nuvi
Land,
is a
And it's the
dragon.
brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Is she the beggiest
Well,
beggar
if the
in all of
traveler agrees to come on
Begdom?
board,
I think
Lapine
that's
Pauline
her.
might be in a better position.
Come on board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great.
Best Saurian
but at
goes to
least
little
trust
guy,
Cheval Moran and the
definitely.
Spina
Little
di
one is
Rasula.
my favorite.
If
Mine's
you
called
say so.
Reuben, and Reuben's my
how do we
baby.
make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me
Management sim,
everything.
okay. Love
You
the
got
sound
it,
of
bro.
that, not gonna
Travelers
lie.
will be in charge of operations, like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park,
Nah,
and
that's
managing
so
the staff.
my thing.
During each business
Oh,
cycle,
I used to
travelers
love
will need to allocate their
playing,
precious funds and action points to the most
Roller Coaster
important
Simulator
tasks
and
based
shit
on
like
their
that.
management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master
She
Chef,
is, isn't she? I
Escoffier,
thought she
to
was
run
the
park's
biggest beggar
theme
in all of
restaurant.
Begdom.
The dishes she creates can give you unique management
so
buffs,
cute.
so don't miss out.
I kind of want to pull
Absolutely.
for
You
her
can
now.
also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of
I'm saving for
attractions.
Skrug.
For
What am I
example, In
doing?
Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures.
Not
where
me
they
skipping
fly
Shilone
through
and
the air or
Inventi and then
dash
breaking
underwater at
for
high speed.
Escoffier.
Wow.
Or there's
won't.
movie masterpieces where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the
Still
stage
at work?
and seize the
Ew.
treasure.
Tell them I said
Before
you can
launching
go
these
home.
attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Aww.
Oh,
They expect me
and
to read,
travelers can
like,
also
write a
add an
guide when I
attraction
don't even
called
read
Mellow
guides.
Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travellers can also
I love
recruit
Zoo
some
Tycoon.
familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide
Okay.
even more management support.
This is
So,
interesting.
long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
You have to go to
Okay.
work?
Yeah, that
Ugh,
doesn't sound
sorry.
too bad.
And
Rip
plus,
to you
once
guys,
you get
but
down
I'm
to
luckily off for
business,
once
you'll
on
be
a
rewarded
Friday.
for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
But I want
Awesome.
something
More
other than
Primo
that.
Gems to
I
save
don't
for your
really
next
care about
pull.
weapons that much.
Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry
there
to
she
keep you in
is.
suspense, travellers.
Leafy.
In the
Yeah,
second
girl's
half of
here.
version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kanichi and the Raiden Shogun.
I'm still not convinced
Plus,
I want to
the
pull for
Chronicled
her.
Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travellers have been waiting for that.
I'm
so
going
check it
Yaimiko.
out if you're interested.
I'm going
Yeah,
Yaimiko.
you have to. And best of luck on your polls.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
that
going
was a lot of
Yaimiko.
info, so let's take our first break. Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
Yay, redemption code. Okay, redemption code, less dancing, more redeeming. If you don't feel like typing it yourself, feel free to copy from chat. She's so cute. I can't believe I'm getting Yaimiko! Watch me struggle over that decision later, but nah, I'm probably just getting Yaimiko. Like, come home, baby girl. You'll get there, Leafy. There's gonna be like a bunch of stuff still that gets us wishes. Risley has no right to look as good as he's looking.
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
Exactly, yai over Raiden. Hi, baby!
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom?
Yeah, who the fuck
and
is
he
that?
Friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. Also, Jean is on the banner so big.
Nice.
I need Jean content.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial.
Why am I thinking about pulling for
I don't know what
Yaimiko?
to think.
I need to
But
save
something tells me
for
there's more to
Skirk.
this situation than meets the eye.
Okay,
Well,
I'm normal.
I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So,
My dumbass
here's
just
the
thought
deal.
they killed Eula because
Albedo's
she's on
been
here. I
accused
go,
of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
well, he's not murdering
The case
Eula.
is being tried in secret.
That was
the
weirdly
logistics
scary.
captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I think
Hertha,
Kokomi was there
seems
also,
to have
yeah.
compelling evidence against Albedo.
Why is
So
Kaya
the
so
situation
fine?
is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just
Oh,
trying
I'm
to
so
do her
happy to
job
be going
and uncover
home.
the truth.
Hi,
But
Hertha.
there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the
And if he
evidence
did
does
do
the
the murder,
talking.
good for him for
Travelers will
real.
have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case
Yay.
and hopefully
I wanna
track
go
down
in
some
there.
clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Avonius, which makes sense. But it
This is
looked
so
like
good.
someone from the church was also there.
Oh.
What if this is
that's
just
Dahlia.
like Barbara
He's
doing
the deacon
drag?
Of the Church
Oh,
of
okay, it's not
Favonius,
Barbara
so
doing
he works
drag.
with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also
I thought Dahlia
friends
was a
with Venti.
girl's name.
Yeah, very
I mean, it
interesting.
is,
He
but
sounds like a
I
very
didn't know it was
important figure
also-
then.
Well, speaking
A
of
boy's
Venti,
name.
the Dodo communication
Venti,
device
Venti,
is
Venti.
back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with
I-
Alice. But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try.
Why
he
is
manages
that
to
thing
reach
is
Alice.
so wearing a
Whoa,
Senora
hold on.
hand?
You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time.
For a long, long
Sounds like we
time.
finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh,
Well,
you
that
know
would be
what?
really obvious.
In Amber's
Hi,
anthology
Amber.
chapter, she did say the number of monsters around
You gonna
Mondstadt has
pull
been
for Miko?
skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more
you get
monsters in
everything
the
for your-
city.
fair enough.
So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think
But if
you
you
two
need
are onto
everything for your wife,
something.
you kind of have to
And
get her to
if
ride
we
in
take a
Shogun, because
look
you have to
at
get
this
your
map,
wife her
We
wife.
can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
This is so fun.
This is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey.
Hey,
And
Racer.
now it's in crisis.
I'm such a
Hopefully
delocator.
travelers
I lost
can
my
do something
50-50 to
stop
you.
it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass
Okay,
a
she is
trial
well
first and defeat the king
I'm about to start
and
simping
queen
for
on
the
the
queen.
chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
If you lose to Kokomi, you'll be happy. Fair. Fair. I'm just in my Delulus again, where I'm like, okay, Hexen Circle, Crimson Witch. The chess pieces are giving when they were playing chess with the Gnosis, and Senora's Moth landed on there. Her whole funeral was so, what is that may never die. Then the shit with Capitano. I'm back in my Delulus. She's originally from Mondstadt. We're going there. Bring me my wife, secret Texan Circle member now.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules
Love
of
being
chess
delusional.
don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the
I have
pieces
no
on the board
idea,
can
actually.
harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own
Oh yeah, I think
strength
she
to
can
emerge
revive
victorious.
him, but he can't revive
it
her,
looks like
right?
there's a different Dodoco presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is
Blue
that
hat,
a different
blue hat.
mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves.
This is gonna be
As
so
for the
good, y'all.
second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travellers. So, we know there's murder,
There's
an attack
Kofia
on
baiting
Mondstadt,
on
a
Dan.
Hexen Circle
But
trial.
we all have Kaya,
But we
so-
have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travellers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue.
Yep.
And now Mondstadt is in danger.
Yep.
I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright
She
side.
looks
it's
so
another
good.
chance for answers. Maybe we'll
I know I
uncover new
repeat
clues
myself,
about
but
forces
Mondstadt
we've encountered
has, like,
before,
the highest
or what we can
hottie
expect on the road ahead.
percentage.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Tavat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Lighten
Yes.
things up, they
First
say.
up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can
love
test out their
Fontaine.
tactical brilliance in the new wargame Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what
Oh,
do you
do
mean?
they mean I
Well,
want to need
for
to
example,
read things? Because I
is
don't
it a
do
melee
that.
or ranged attack piece?
We know I don't do
Can
that.
it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is
Okay.
pretty simple.
Interesting.
What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once
Very
you set the defensive
interesting.
and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is
So
to
it's like
use your
basically a
chosen
co-op
offensive
tower
lineup
defense?
to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first or makes greater progress within the time limit wins.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy.
Hello. I'm
All
Luing
right,
quite
so,
well. How are
get
you, Luing?
tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the
Ooh,
gameplay.
Are we? Okay, so the monster
Think
crew?
this is a simple
the
battle for
Natlan crew?
coins?
I'm so monster
well,
pilled right
think
now.
again.
My bad.
Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points.
I
Use their
hate
abilities
indwelling
to your
Saurians. I
advantage,
always
and you
mix
might be able
up
to turn
who
the
does
tides in
what
your
and just
favor.
get
This
confused,
looks
even
so
though it's so
fun.
simple.
You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure
per
victory.
usual.
Nice, bro. So,
just
this
enough to
next
get your
event is
rewards,
called Chronicle
honestly.
of Shifting Stratagems.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm sure at
using
this
the
point in
Saurians
their
that
journey,
much. I think they're
travelers
really
have gained their
cute
fair
and
share of
cool, but
companions
I
and
hate
have tested out their
indwelling
skills in
them.
a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions.
Okay, and only the
event
first
is divided
three
into
give
different levels of
That's
difficulty.
good usually,
and there
because
are
those are
also
usually
challenge
doable.
buffs to take advantage of. So make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers
sending her
can
the codes?
also
That's
take
nice
a look
of
at the
you,
challenge
though.
record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop. So
I did
check
buy
it out if
on
you're
Tia
interested.
Tia in the
Travelers
cards
can
'cause I
also
love
look
her.
forward to new character and action cards added to regular mode.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
So in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a
I
card
don't play this
refresh
often
option
enough for
as well
this
as
to mean
mechanisms for
anything to
character
me.
enhancement and replacement. So the gameplay should be even more engaging.
Honestly, she did look
Travelers
particularly
might
good on
even be
that
able to come
art,
up with
but
some new
yeah.
strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right. And finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6.
Which quest
so
you
don't
mean?
miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Hey. If anyone doesn't feel like typing it, I'll put it in chat for you. Yeah, Leyline Overflow is basically, it's always like Leyline Overflow and then usually double artifacts or something. But you know, good way to stock up on stuff a little. Okay, community event, no Vapor versus no you. What is that? Should look into this. I mean, 30 primos ain't that much, but still, any primo counts. I'm sitting on, I think, 30 wishes right now, and I've not hardcore started grinding again, so since I got Mami Shanyun.
Welcome back, travelers.
got
Welcome back.
30
Welcome.
new
Let's
wishes,
jump
so-
right into system optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing.
I'm so
which
impressed
made it
with everyone who
difficult to
actually
level up
has feedback
strategically
on
and
this theater,
optimize
because I
character
just
turn
suck
order.
ass at it and don't know what's
in the
going
version
on.
5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing
I've
the
never
final
made it
act
to the
takes you
final
directly
act.
to the credits, right? What if you just missed that last star challenge?
Like, I suck at
Would
that
be
so
such
hard.
a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so
I just
a
tried to move
restart
their
button
cursor,
is also
I'm so
being added to
dumb.
the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's understandable.
And
it's
I don't
important
like
for
reading
travelers
shit
to
in the
have all the
first
details.
place.
But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise.
But only
so
for
it's
new
easier for
characters, so
travelers
they
to
won't-
grasp the core information.
Yes,
Of
Mondstadt
course, travelers who
expansion,
prefer to
we
dive
should
into all
get
the details can always expand the content for a more
the
comprehensive
port.
description.
I can't think of the
Sorting
name
through
right
all that
now, but yeah, we should get the
information
port
should be a lot
just
faster
off
now.
it,
Totally.
which is towards
Our next optimization is for the treasure
Shiznaya,
compass.
So
Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Ooh,
Yeah, they
that's
can.
good.
Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It
Does it?
can!
Oh, thank
and once
God.
your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well.
Very good, because I
Similarly,
found
at a
one when
high
I
enough
didn't have the
exploration
stuff, and then I
progress,
lost it again. I
more
didn't mark it on
chests
the
from
map like
various
an
nations
idiot.
can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Map pins have
in
also been
Mondstadt.
optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete
Like the
custom pins in
Starfall, Star
batches.
Snatch, whatever.
Oh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Also me.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations.
You were
So now
getting
it's
Shilon
time
in
for some
C2.
out-of-game
Why?
news.
What does that do?
That's right. First, we have some exciting
Hi,
collaboration
Mona.
news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So let's watch the preview
Well, I'm
trailer
not
for the
getting that, am
collaboration.
I? That is very cutesy done, though. Oh, that's adorable. I like that. Bust Marika like crazy, but you want to swap her for Miko. Ah. That sucks then. But yeah, I'm not about to be getting any of that. But do you get like okay, with purchase you get primos. Interesting. The Make Up Your Destiny
But I
was
have
a
even
solid
more
pun.
news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah. The album contains various
I
tracks
mean,
composed
we're not-
by the Hoyo Mix
we're-
team
we're not
for the
sure
collective
Mona
of Plenty
was
and
buying
other
it,
regions.
you know?
So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Maybe Mona's just
Music's
modeling
gonna be
for
so-
it. She can still be a
Ooh,
brokey.
You know it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're going to love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side. But
I want
mini-games are always so
Aoife,
fun
but-
and creative. Oh, just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program.
Oh well.
A new
we'll figure
adventure
this out.
awaits.
This
I
was
hope
good.
it brings with it new friendships,
Oh, this was very
new
good.
answers,
That was
and
exciting.
A whole lot of
I
fun.
like it.
And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, I enjoyed that. I'm hyped. I'm very hyped. And since I only started playing last year, what we're going to continue doing is we'll watch some of the old events I missed, because people put that shit on YouTube, and we especially have to watch the Chalk Prince, because hello, Albedo, and I need that info going into this, so we'll do a little bit of a watch now, and then we'll see how much we get done on stream. Some stuff I might just watch for myself. We'll figure that all out. But that was good. That was very good. But the first event that I missed was Unreconciled Stars. So we'll start with that one. Let's give that its own tab.